Kako misliš ura?
Koliko je ura?
Ura, zdaj le koliko je ura?
Koliko tam vidiš?
Toliko je tole, 12. 12 je ura.
Ura je toliko, zdaj vidiš.
12 je ura, koliko pa ti vidiš?
Ja.
Ja, kaj mi pa
Ja,
poveš?
zakaj pa ne vstaneš?
Zaradi tega, ker mi še 1 ura.
Se vstaneš?
Se je pomaknil
Se vstaneš?
se je pomaknil nazaj, ne naprej.
Se vem.
Ja, kaj pa govoriš?
Pa jaz lahko greš.
To pa lahko. Saj se ne naderam nate, ampak ti si lupala po vratih, pa si me pa vprašala, kje pa si? This tape pertains to October the 26th, 2025. Sunday it was, in fact, when again I got up and I was on my way to visit father with the mother. I hear bam bam on the door. I got myself up and I asked Mom, I said, how are you? What's going on? And mother starts to question me if I know that the time changed. And me being aware that time did change, otherwise I would get myself up earlier 1 hour. I didn't know what to tell her about this stuff. I mean, clearly the time changed, but this was not about the time change. She prepared another portion of the sweet potatoes, and this time there was a chicken. The last time I don't remember any chicken. It was just the sweet potatoes, that's all there was, and it was greasy as fuck. This time it was a sweet potatoes with a chicken, and the funny part about it is it was placed on a pan which was not used to prepare the sweet potatoes and chicken, with mother claiming that this doesn't have any kind of oil in it and so on, while it was noticeably covered with the oil. She claimed that this is just normal for the sweet potatoes. This is how they are. I later on video recorded the whole thing. Wanted me to second guess the dish in which she prepared this, because I did accident this dish 3 days earlier when I described different kind of incident. On the 23rd she prepared the sweet potatoes without any chicken. It is all greased up with no oil. I did manage to recall that police played with the cholesterol issues. Tremendously they played with the cholesterol issues. And narcissism, aggressiveness of my mother, frustration and stuff, attacks that she is doing, stuff that she is doing based on MK Ultra scenario, also go to confirm that mother is out there to create the worst, to spike cholesterol as much as possible, anger, frustrate. She then did admit me that she did not prepare the potato and chicken inside of that dish, inside of that pan, but that she was using another one, pointing me out at the oven. I opened it up, and there was another one. And then it became evident to me that there was another issue involved in it, because it was involved in MK Ultra. They even insisted her that preparing the food on the paper is not healthy, on the type of paper that she is using. So that's another issue. I'm gonna cut it off and no longer even use that issue anymore. That's what they were doing. They were playing with the cancer during MK Ultra, measuring everything, what effect have what food and me, but playing with it. And acknowledging basically for themselves what's good, what's bad, what's healthy, what's not. I later video recorded the whole thing. It was situated with, I don't know what kind of oil the hell that was, whether it's from the chicken or was an extra oil. I just find it bizarre, because this took place on October the 26th, 2025, and earlier I suggested you mother prepared sweet potatoes on October the 23rd of 2025, and there was no chicken, but it was all greasy, oily. So when I challenge her on this issue, she doesn't have any kind of argument, and she go to the Father by herself. So I also sit in the car and I follow on her, and I meet her about 700 meters from home, and ask her to please sit inside of the car. Then she pulls the umbrella out, totally copy paste everything, including the play with the dish from MK Ultra, everything. And she makes a threatening. After cursing me a while as I drive next to her, she pulls the umbrella out and is trying, like, she would pin me with umbrella, stab me with umbrella. But based on MK Ultra scenario, that umbrella does not have any kind of sharp spikes. And mother even asked me to mention please this issue, so she's not gonna get in trouble. Everything copy paste by the police, everything Ljubljana police shit, they continue to enforce. Nasty stuff. This is original tape. For other than that, I refer to the video recordings which I have made about this stuff. Mother would not allow me to exercise with the Father at home for elderly people. She made a scenes over there. I was not up to having any kind of arguments anymore with her, and I instead left home to do stuff as you see me doing. I am of no use to the Father like this, because this needs to be stopped. Foremost, this is a lunacy. Nobody has the right to block anybody from visiting his Father. She's not offering him any kind of physical rehabilitation, and that's exactly what I do. I go there to do the stuff. I go there to work with the Father. I welcome my mom at Father, but I don't appreciate her attitude toward me, because her attitude is disgusting. On the other hand, I'm actually happy to be next to her, because she no longer is pushing Father a coffee. She severely damaged him with the coffee that she was pushing him with. In a way, it came handy, but it came too late. And the physicians did fail their work. They did not do their job. Kje pa si? Ali jaz se ne zderam nate? A što si v tem, da ti si lupala po vratih, pa si mi pa rekla,
Samo trkala
pa
sem ti.
pa sem pa tukaj prišel, si pa kazala tam če vem, koliko je ura.
Ja,
Da se je ura premaknila.
Ja,
Pa ura se ni premaknila naprej, ampak se je nazaj.
da.
Ta posoda, ki si naredila to, si naredila ista posoda kot zadnjič. Sama veš, da je strupena posoda.
Ta posoda ni strupena. Nikjer ni okrušeno ene stvari. Ne bi rekel, če bi bilo okrušeno. Pokvarjen si, da bolj ne moreš biti, kaj bi rekel, hvala, da si kaj skuhala. Utreta si, da jezik umakam.
Pa
Grem stran, da te ne...
nabeto je z oljem,
Ne.
tako kot je bilo zadnjič, to je samo olje.
Kje je
Samo
olje?
olje.
Kje je olje?
Poglej,
To je takšen krompir.
ki ima olje noter. Dizel.
Nima olja not. To ni olje.
To ni olje.
Ne. To ne boš uničil. Do konca. Da se ne žni.
In če to ni olje, pa sem jaz. To ni olje. To ni olje. Ne. Če to ni olje, da me z glavo stran. Ne. To je pa čisto enostavno narediti. Proof that a guy without regular normal food, you can make him eat anything you want. Mother just claimed that this is not the oil. I told her, look, he prepared everything on this poisonous dish. She said there is nothing burnt. There is nothing burnt. There is nothing burned. I mean, there is nothing burned. You can see the difference between this here if I get this slide going. You can see the difference between this portion of that's basically center, and you can see what it looks like right here in a different on the side. As you said, it's nothing burned. There is nothing burned. And she said, this is not oil. She said, no, 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 this is not an oil. This is not oil. This is just minor when compared to what was on the surface, for which she said it's not oil. I still think that I can prove that this is oil. It's not difficult to prove. If it's not oil, this stuff will dry. If it's oil, this stuff will not dry. It's as simple as this. That's what she stated. She claimed that this is not an oil. All right, so we're gonna see whether this is oil or is not oil. I'm not gonna eat this. I already ate too much. I was crazy enough to eat this shit. This is just a potato, strictly potato, is what this stuff is. Yeah, garbage fix. She again prepared the same kind of dish, the same shit, the same kind of stuff. She said, there's nothing, it's nowhere, it's burned, it's nothing burned. Where is burned? There is nothing burned. Nothing is burned. I already video recorded this garbage. This was the issue which was involved in MK Ultra. They tested every dish for a poisoning, and they insisted for this dish is extremely poisonous. So she gives me a serving in this dish. She might have even made this stuff somewhere else, who the fuck knows, and then put in here, you know? The bottom line is that this stuff was involved in MK Ultra. It was tested for poisoning. I was told it's deadly, it's the most poisonous dish of them all. And whatever she gave me the other day that she served inside of the dish, it left me with exactly zero sleep throughout the night. Now the police was out there to prove a paranoia. That was the job of the police. So what the fuck this is, who knows? It was involved in MK Ultra. Every dish that we have, they involved in MK Ultra. With this one here, I was told is the most poisonous dish. There was even an issue of the oil involved in it. She said, no, she said, this potatoes come like this. Even that kind of issue we have gone through during MK Ultra, the issue of the oil. We have also gone through that stuff because they did rat poison during MK Ultra. They did rat poison. I wouldn't be asking during MK Ultra about whether it's oil, that it's oily and stuff like this. Obviously, they were doing to me stuff that drove me completely insane. Half dead, 3/4 dead. So there must be something about something. If it's not a dish, if this is not an oil, and then it's a poison she placed inside. It's as simple as this. This was the issue which was involved in MK Ultra. So if it's not oil, if it's not a dish, then it's got to be a poison. Same dish, same kind of food, sweet potatoes. Oh man. If this is not oily, then I don't know what the fuck it is. I mean, you can see it here. Same dish, same food, same oily food, MK Ultra. Something was extremely bad. I don't know what it was, but I told the mother, oil, dish, whatever I did. Copy paste the whole thing. It's a copy paste of MK Ultra procedure right here. I got so fucking poisoned the other day that I got 0 minutes of sleep. 0 minutes of sleep one day because of eating this shit. Whatever was inside of it. Favorite food of Vladimir Putin is kiwi. Vladimir Putin was using me for a cancer testing.
for a cancer testing, for leukemia cancer testing is what Vladimir Putin was using. And they realized that the kiwi had the most positive effects on me. And it became his favorite fruit. Involved in anti-culture, you bet. Favorite food of Vladimir Putin, fruit, kiwi, was the first time I tasted one in probably 10 years, is the first time I get to eat the kiwi.
Boštjan, ali radič ima glih tako grenčico kot tole?
Verjamem.
To je samo v grenčici, to ni v ničemer drugem. Tam imaš pa solato iz radiča.
Hvala.
Zakaj pa ne ješ meso?
Zato, ker ste možgane pravi s to posodo in tudi z tistim krompirjem vašim sladkim. Niste pa samo možganov pravi, bilo je zelo, zelo slabo, takrat smo se pogovarjali, ali je olje, ali je posoda, ali kaj je. Ker sem skoraj crknil v tej tvoji hiši, med tistim vašim postopkom. Zato. Pa ne enkrat. Zakaj pa pripravljaš ti v tej posodi? Ti nikoli ne pripravljaš v tej posodi. Kaj se je zgodilo zdaj, da kar naenkrat v tej posodi pripravljaš?
Saj nisem v tej posodi.
Nisi, ne? Ampak si pa stresla v to posodo, ne?
Sem preložila sem.
Ja, pa zakaj? Zakaj bi v to posodo preložila, no?
Zato, ker je v redu. Ta posoda je zelo v redu.
Zakaj si to naredila?
Ker je ta posoda zelo v redu.
Ta posoda je zelo v redu. V čemu si pa naredila to?
V tistem protpanu, ko je tam not. Ampak nič za to, Boštjan. Kaj se pa pizdiš?
Ne, nič ni za to, jaz sem nič ne pizdil.
Seveda se
Ti si
skuš.
tista, ki iščeš.
Ti
Razbijali si po vrati, pa začela
lepo
sprašovati me,
se-
če jaz vem, koliko je ura. Potem pa narediš isto stvar, ker ste delali med tem, ki je ultra, nastaviš isto stvar tam.
Pa
In
še
čakaš, da bojo bili neki posnetki taki, ki so
Pa
s
še
policijo
kaj?
iskali. Nič.
No, pa je v
To je
redu.
veliko.
To ni nič.
A ja?
To je tako, lej. Hop, čez ramo.
O, ok, fino.
Izmišljotine.
Me veseli.
No, pa.
Mother now admits she did not prepare the food here in this dish. but she deliberately put inside of this dish. She claims she prepared the food here, in this. Which it is wet, that is true. Ej, to bilo prav na temo protvanu, ali si kaj dala na kakšen papir gor, ali kaj?
Papir.
Na papir si dala gor.
Ja.
They, with the psychiatrist, paid
Lej,
the cops,
jaz ne
police for
bom
testing
tebe
this stuff
poslušala, jaz grem.
for what exactly was it that was making me so sick, and then they came up with something. But why would you put that on that dish right there to do that stuff?
Kako jaz tega norca tele drkal me bo v glavu.
Mama, kaj pa norga pri tej zadevi?
Kaj?
Kaj pa je tukaj drugega norga, ko si ti?
Noga?
Norga. Kaj je tukaj v tej hiši norga drugega, ko si ti?
Ti. Če sem jaz, si ti, pa smo dva.
Ti si tista, ki zganjaš to svinarijo. Ne jaz.
Gremo, mama, dej.
Vej, da boš ti ta prvi poročetel lahko, kar vej.
Dej, usedь se, lepo pa gremo. Dej, usedь se, gremo. Pejt, pejt, gremo. Ali boš spet delala scene? Boš fotra še malo dodatno zajebala?
Ti mene snema,
Ga boš še malo dodatno zajebala?
Bandit, hudičo, pejt.
Pejdi, usedi se, gremo. So this is the way it goes. This is how she started today with the foot, which was identical issue to the one I have wrote about on the blog. This is how she started today with foot. This is the foot business today.
identical to the issue to the one. Hey. Kaj? Kaj boš? Kaj boš ti? Kaj boš ti? Kaj boš ti? Zdaj ti bom pa jaz pa policijo poklical. Boš ti vedela, kaj boš ti, ej. Kaj boš? Kaj boš ti? Kaj boš ti? Kaj boš ti? Zdaj...
two personal vehicles. I don't know, SUVs, kind of. Never seen that stuff before. Like Skoda Kodiaq, no, something like, I have no idea what kind of cars. Ambulance vehicles, actually. The doctors demanded the special cars for them, so they could travel by themselves, I guess. That was during MK Ultra also a subject, so those are really director kind of vehicles. This is really $30,000-$40,000 personal cars, basically. Just for the doctors, I understand. I don't know how that will benefit anybody. I guess the doctors would now go and visit. There's another ambulance vehicle.
my mother created just right now was totally based on NKH scenario by the police. That's what that is. We're going to save this recording. Today is October the 26th, 2025. We're going to keep this on totally everything based on the police. This is what mother demanded from me to put on the internet practically. And it's how it all started. It started with banging on the door. If I know that the time have changed, the clock have changed, then, you know, as I came out, and then pointing me at prepared food, about which I have written about the other day. Exactly identical. What's interesting is she did not even prepare the food in that dish. She prepared the food separately in another dish. That's what makes it really interesting, the whole thing. After she didn't exactly based on NKH scenario, that's exactly what she did. She totally replicated NKH scenario with umbrella with the police. Totally copy-paste issue. I drove past her and I threw the umbrella out so that she's not going to be wet as it's raining. I'm at the home for elderly people right now. She did admit it though that she did not even prepare, just as I assumed. She did not even prepare the food in that dish, but she prepared one separately in a separate dish. I don't think I did record that, but it's a tray. I don't know, aluminum or whatever tray. And I asked her, did you just prepare it inside of the tray, or did you have some kind of paper you placed it on the top? She said she used some kind of paper. She is so unreasonable, so insane, that is just, it doesn't make absolutely any sense to even discuss these issues with her, because she's turning everything into physical aggression. Screaming, yelling aggressively back, demanded from me basically to quietly back down. And then even physically, as you have seen, with attack on with an umbrella on me. 1, 2, 3, 4. By the time I came here, I think I saw about 5 ambulance vehicles. This was another one right there. A lot of ambulance vehicles today, including the new cars they got, I think. Zakaj bi pa bilo narobe?
Ne, sem mislila, ker ne gledate.
Ja. Gospod se mi znam zdi.
A ja?
Ja. Poznate Mirana Sodina? Mirana Sodina. Policist, ki je tam Poznate ga. Miran Sodin.
Lahko ga poznam tako, da vidiš, jaz pa...
Aha.
Ne.
Okay.
Boš kaj pila? Damiano počne včeraj tebi. Si imela še obisk včeraj, ne? Obisk si imela včeraj, ne? Si imela. Ne slišiš? Mene slišiš, no?
Dobar dan. Kaj prinesem?
Aha, je šel pa mož tam
A ja, je prišel tam. A šel obiskat v četrtek psihologija. V četrtek do te prišel obiskat. Moj brat.
Ja, te pa včeraj prišel.
Včeraj, no, vidiš.
Včeraj je Marija,
Ste šel na Vilico.
včeraj so pa ja.
Na Vilico. Na grob, na Vilico. Ja. Ja, v redu. Boš tam povedal,
Io so fare l'esposto, i Vangelo sono periodicide, vengono una tradizione per Irada, quindi poi una fase, tu sei giocava, forse giocava, erano mirava.
Mislim se, da si tako, greš še vodo pošli.
Zato tisti so delodosti vsi vede, da je so delodosti, da se delodosti, ja, vse veste. Rekla je, to ti so malo, zdaj si samo ti pomeni, ti pa še pa povete, ko je operirana, da je prvo, jaz se tam je pravo, Bolje to normalno. Jaz pa tako pa pametno pa tako jokala. Znamna sestra pa se je ona kovalko. Poi tako je zapeljal. Sem jaz kompletno pravo, se da so te dali prosto. Sem rekla, da je tako dobro. A se to stalo mama. Pa je tekla kada prvo. Io dico, io se te, io treba per faccia a te, devi fare. Adesso sono per faccia una settimana. A me che adesso lo scopo. Io tutti mi
Solo per essere una certa
Se tvoja mama isto delala. Tvoja mama je isto delala. Če je bilo umrlo. Če je bilo umrlo, je isto delala. Molila je tam profila. Ja. Sem šla in kad se vem, to je umrlo dom. Sem videla.
Så när jag började snacka med amerikaner så kunde jag köpa objektvarer. Ja, som jag uppträdde. Ja, men det är
come si conosceva prima posto però, poi non sapevo. Tira parte proprio, tu poi.
Nekoga je kuhao danas, nedelja. Ja. Danas je nedelja. Danas je nedelja. Već ne radiš od dana. Pa sam vam poslušala. Ti plače dobila. Ne,
also directly concerned my father, who told me, he actually threatened me that he's gonna get off the picture if I somehow don't get rid of if I somehow don't get rid myself of my mother by default. We already entered the winter. I'm not going to be taking sides. They're both going to have to explain what this shit is all about. I think I made myself clear. This issue of attacking me is identical to almost every visit, practically to every visit at the father. We don't come to the father I go to the father to rehabilitate, to assist him with, survival issues. And my mother just comes to assault, to verbally assault. And what she's using as a follow-up, just like she did today, expresses herself that she's going to come at different hour. That's basically earlier in the morning when it's colder, inappropriate for the father, and all by herself. I got many recordings like this, and I think it's time to release these recordings. This have gone too far. She assaulted me with umbrella. It was not that she would, I'm going to say it was not that she hurt me in any way or that she could hurt me in any way. She would not be successful. She just did this to look as angry as possible, based on anti-ultra procedure. But that's all there is to it. Se posso sedere o che?
Insomma,
Ma posso sedere che si vede?
sì, letto, letto. Ne volete dai?
Vorrei fare tutto questo video. Tu ne se moj
Io mi sa che mi kašni. Sa,
imam kaj.
ne mi kašno žvalu.
Ja. Lahko bi imel, zakaj ne?
Ne, boš.
Zakaj ne?
To je šval dan, ne?
Ne, lep dan je, nisem držal ne, ampak ni mrzel, rokuješ. Take dneve, ki tu se boste malo želeli, da bi bili. To so še zadnji lepi dnevi, ki jih imate. Tu bo malo mrzlo. Malo mrzlo, res mrzlo. Ja, zdaj še je zelo lepo. Še lepo vreme.
Pa čakaj, včasih tisto klišče
Ne, niste bila v uniformi, to ste mi samo povedala, da vi niste bila v uniformi. Niste bili v uniformi tam v tistem muzeju, ki ste bili. Ne bi pasati na tej Trnavi. Niste bila uniformirana, to sem se spomnil. Normalno oblečeno, ja.
Ne mi pa ti povejte, kako je tisto drevo.
Nimam pojma, tisto rdeče. Ne, nimam pojma. Ne vem, zaradi tega, ker v drugem svetu se druge stvari rešujejo. Nisem zdaj glih. Je pa dobro vedeti, lepo bi bilo vedeti.
Je tako lep, ne?
Ja.
Da bode v oči.
Zato, ker je rdeč.
Ja.
Tako vam je
Pa
všeč?
poln cvet.
Res?
Ja. Zrite si pa še dva sta tam pod.
Ja.
To še 30.
Ja. Ja, se je rdeča barva in tudi nas. Plavih pač ni. Pravim, da plavih ni, ne? Plavih dreves ni, tako da. Ja, vi mene sploh ne me.
Grem tam
Ja,
sedeti.
tu pa res. Tam je več ljudi.
Ne, sojera.
Kukar vam paše.
Ja, hvala.
Kukar vam paše. Tako se mejte.
Enako.
Ja, bom, ja.
Vidim, da ste se kar preko četa predstavili.
Ja. A ja, veste si.
No, vi me dobro poznate, jaz vas dobro poznam.
Ja, kjer sem že prvo?
Iz enke ultra se vas spomnim. Iz enke ultra, iz strane možganov se vas spomnim. Ja. Zelo dobro se vas spomnim. Bomo šli kaj ven? Ne. Kaj pa bo že ven?
Tukaj bo.
A tukaj bo?
Ja.
Bo kaj vaje delo?
Tako, bo se zlogane njega, mu se tam dol.
Tukaj bomo bili vse. A ne bi morda šli nekam, da bi vaje delali? Ali kaj takega?
Na dež.
Ne, se imajo v notranji kakšen prostor, kako se delati. Nimajo.
Zate ne.
Ja, no prosim, da to ja. Mama prav, Dalla località
Recimo, kaj pa tam le zapreta
a se to soba.
Tako, tak prostor. In v makino se mi zdi, da ni džumbusa.
Tisti džumbus, to ni mogoče.
Kako le, da ga vrata zaprete, da imate le prostora.
Tole je super, to se ravno tu može zračati, nekako.
Ampak samo kapeli
Kaj ni okno, ne?
Sopliško, lejte, tam je pilotečko tega.
Ja, tu pa belec.
Tam je že in tlele visoke.
Tole tleme, tole se odpre, tole.
Tako da ja, in zdaj pozim pa tukaj, da lahko lejte, lahko ste tle pori.
Urijo tukaj. Ali kako je, da ne bomo mi to. Vse smo tam vrata zaprli, da vas ne bomo klinali. Najlepša hvala.
Imate za makino, da bomo.
Super, najlepša hvala.
In tle lahko, da se še zapravi že pomalo.
To bomo delali oče naš.
Tako.
Sem videl, da je poznaček, je tam. Ljube. Malo lepo. Tako, dobili smo se prostor, gospodična nam je dala, imamo kam jeti. Takole. Ajde, drugo še. To. Hvala. Opa. Samo dobim. Hvala. Hvala, je hvala. Hvala. Evo, takola. Si videl, smo te dobili tukaj lepo. Hvala. Hvala. Da vidimo tukaj.
Noh nimaš pa v kapeli, kaj bi ste.
Aj, malo takola. Kako imamo?
A zakaj bo zdaj vrata zapiral?
Treba se vse malo pomorno.
Sam namer ne imenuj me nikakor.
Evo, pa smo dobili za očeta
Idiot.
prostor. This is the same location, totally same identical location as the one during NKR. Totally identical. That's the church area right there. Inside, that's where we're gonna be doing the exercise in the winter time. Only whenever it was raining, this is a psychiatrist, Peter Kopchak, with the mother and
Ma,
the police
idiot smo
officers.
predavali, namesto bi se s tabo ukvarjali.
Ker me njega on sam, kaj moram pa jaz narediti, da bi jaz zdaj...
On mora snemati, veš? On snema, vse snema. On se ne ukvarja s tabo. On ti možgane pere.
Kako si? Dobar dan.
Dobro.
Malo sem ti prišel možgane pred.
Hvala.
Hvala, ja. Poslušaj, bomo malo vaje delala? No, vidiš. Si kje spal? Si se kje naspal? Če si se kje na pančkov, to mi povej. Kje boš bil? Slabo si spal? A?
Nisem skoraj nič spal.
Skoraj nisi nič spal.
Ja.
Kaj je bilo? Je bilo kaj ropota noter? Kaj je bilo? Da te je to dušilo slučajno? Po noč?
Dušilo me je.
A dušilo te je? To je pa druga stvar. Pa veš kaj je? Pa ti kar takole lahke vaje delaj sam. Ne bomo mi nobenih težkih vaj danes delali, zaradi tega, ker gre prav, da gre dušilo po noč. Da nas gre dušilo. Ja.
A boš malo čaja? Bi malo čaja? Bi čaja malo popil? Če bi malo čaja?
Čajčka bi pil. Super. Pa kar lepo ustavimo to, da ne bomo to noč predstavljali, če tudi bomo šli.
Je dober, kaj ne? Spet, ne? A bi še?
Takole. Bomo rajš noter bili, ki je v zoni malo mrzlo, pa boš padel, veš. Ni nujno, da je boljše od zone, si takole v redu. Malo je smrdelo, zdaj pa že boš. Prav, mama, da ti možgane pere. V skladu tistih tvojih kolegov, ki so bili prizadeti. Kar mige, miško. Tam sem videl zemljišča krasna po Avstriji, poceni kupiš s potoki in tako naprej. Ja, potok glih ni, ampak izvirki taki so, ne, ke voda čez teče, ne. In ti se čisto moč zaridni, da narediš. Ljudje sami tam jezera svoje delajo, ribnike, privatno. V Sloveniji tega ne moreš narediti, to ni dovoljeno v Sloveniji. Ne? Ker je dovoljeno v Sloveniji, da imaš tekočo vodo, ni, ne? Ne moreš privatizirati tekoče vode, ne? Mislim, da to ni dovoljeno. V Sloveniji je samo, če imaš ob vodi, ne, drugače pa to ni dovoljeno. Ne, v bistvu tam ena ribogojnica je, ne, tam se dovoljuje speljati ven. Ne. Samo tu moraš imeti posebno dovoljenje, pa ne vem kaj, ne. Pa inšpekcije, pa vse živo. Ne. Ker ni tako nekako. Čez potoka pa ne moreš imeti, ne, da vodamo v potok, pa to ne moreš. Ne. Da bi potok presekal, pa v njega voda, da to ne moreš. Ne. To ni dovoljeno. Ne. Ali je dovoljeno ali ni? Ni, ne? Ne, to ni dovoljeno. Tu verjetno, da tudi tam ni dovoljeno. Jaz ne vem, kako je, ampak jaz sem videl, da ljudje imajo take majhne izvire, ne, ko so. Tisto jezero naredi komoč. Mrzla voda lepo. Studenčna voda. Narediš luknjo noter, postavi noter, spustiš. Če ti jezero izpostrmi, ko bi moti forele not, kaj pa če zrihtamo zate Kitajce? Ne bi imeli to. Bomo zrihtali ga. No, dej, ne gre. Moraš nekaj drugega misliti. Ne sem na tisto gor tam. Ker v Avstriji so same gore, ne? Tam so same gore, ne? Tam od Villacha malo bolj gor, v tisto stran. Tam imaš teh izvirkov tam kolikor češ, na milijone izvirkov je posod. Pa prodajajo zemljo s temi izvirki posod, vodo posod, vrebani skal. In tisto komod, tisto skopiš eno luknjo noter, zasiguraš se, da je ilovca noter, da je, pa ima eno tako prodajo, en tak bentonit se imenuje. Take stoji, tako kot prašek je, samo vržeš, se usede dol, se napije vode in ne spusti vode čez. Ne vem, če si že slišal za to. Ne? Ti bom pokazal. Tako kot cement izgleda. Tako kot cement izgleda, pa tam, ki jezero pušča, recimo, ali pa ki pušča, tu sem potresajo, ne? In pa se tisto usede na dnu in se napije vode, ne? Tako kot en prah zastopiš. In tisti prah, ko v vodo pade, se poveča volumen. Prostornina tistega praha se poveča, ko se napije vode. In se usede na dnu in tisti čisto naravna stvar je. In nobena plastika, nobena taka stvar, da bi bilo nenaravno. To je čisto naravna stvar in s tistim posipaš dnu, preden daš jezero in tako naprej in pol to je to. In drži voda. Spustiš vodo not, adijo, to je to. Ribe vržeš not in to je to, adijo. Ribiško palco gremo, to je to. In imaš privat jezero s forelami noter. Najrajš imaš ti forele, ne? Postrvi imaš najrajš, ne? Pa sej, mislim, da mama oblečena, zelo je oblečena. On ima 2 jopci tukaj, ne vidiš. Zelo je oblečen. Mislim, da tukaj ne potrebuje, da je oblečen tukaj, da ni nobene take krizne stvari. Ampak če ga še tako raje na bunde, pa zakaj me ne pa bunde dala rajš, namesto da ga takole ne kastaš s tistimi. 3 jopce gore, namesto ene bunde, če je tako. Pa ti nočeš, da bi mu jaz bunda svoje dal kaj več, a ki bi bil lažje, bolj komod za njega gorbe. Tu se ti ne zdi smotrno, da bi bil bolj komod za njega pa vse. Namesto da mu 4 jopce gor daješ. Ne bi bilo boljš, da ima ti 4. jopca, ki ima gor. In to je vsak dan. Ne bomo se pogovarjali, bomo se z jopcami zajebavali. Dokler na ura ne gre mimo in to je to, pa gor in to je to. Tukaj je pa sploh toplo not, zato ne razumem, kaj ti se s to jopco, mislim. Tukaj bi bil lahko v kratkih rokavih not.
Za koga sto pa ti v bundi? Sledce?
Kam pa gremo, mama? Kam gremo, mami?
Jaz grem ven.
A ti greš ven, na Jumbos gremo?
Ja.
Možgansko ubijanje, okej. This is where the police had me, and it's not supposed to go to the internet, but this is going to the internet, because this shit has got to stop. He's got 4 jackets on him. Here, inside in here, you could be inside of the store. And mother suggested, why the hell are you in this winter coat, whatever you call this, winter jacket? She took him outside now. Why the fuck does she take him out when he is having a problem with the breathing, with the bronchitis and stuff like that? He is a bronchi patient. He does have agitated bronchitis. And overall, he also explained in front of my mother that he did not get any kind of sleep, that he was choking at night, that he barely was breathing. And she's already taken him out. In fact, she took him to the area where they smoked the cigarettes, which is even fucking crazier. Actually, to the area. I don't see him over there, but we're gonna see now what. She took him right out like this on a cold weather like that, and she's walking with him right there just like that. So this I'm not even allowed to go there. I'm going to go up front and I'm going to continue to do my work. This shit is going to the internet because I cannot afford myself this stuff going on anymore. It's not cold outside. The temperature is actually such that you could even be in the just in a single sweater. She's just making problem where there is no problems. Hvala što ste došli, Direktor policije je rekel, da tega pa jaz ne bom smel delati, ne, pač zamenil sem tako si zavidi, ne, je to vaša mama? A? Ne? Ne, ni? Lahko bi dva, lahko bi dva. Verjetno bi, ne da? Jaz bi se nekaj recimo čeli tisto dvorano, da se tam aha, ja, sedaj. Ok, hvala. Če sta sklešna vrata, ampak jaz se ne bom sedil, zato ker ravno tukaj še odprega. Ničej, ta stvar končala. Prej sta tam na tisto zadnja vrata, zdaj sta tukaj odprega. Že na desno sedil, že na desno odprega, tako se reči, se ne bo dogajalo. In čez nobenega dogovora nisem mogel. Yeah, she is totally based on anti-Ultra. She thought I'm going to go after her and argue with her. Now she exited the front area here of this building, and that's not what I'm going to do. I don't want to be having arguments with her. This was police asking about if she is the lady that have problems with me and such a stuff that is anti-Ultra. They're already harassing with respect to this issue. Veš kako je, če bo se tudi domov, ti počakam, če ne počakam. Fair.
Emi che počas.
Those vehicles, I think, were like Skoda Comic. Not such a comical car at all. Very pretty car. Pretty car, comic, Skoda. Not a bad car at all. Nice. Mother.
A big enthusiast about the Skoda cars was none other than a physician who was at the police station on October the 30th, 2024, and for whom Miran Sodin summoned ambulance. The ambulance was the ambulance physician, basically. The physician who had me transported from Novo Mesto police station to Ljubljana Psychiatric Hospital in 2024 for visiting a police department for submitting complaints against police. This is an individual who was enthusiastic, quite fanatical about Skoda cars. How do I know this stuff? Oh, this individual demanded also from me to see him as a negotiator for cars for the Slovenian healthcare, for the Slovenian hospitals, for the physicians that will be using personal cars to commute themselves to the patients back and forth. He was the one who demanded from me to view him as one of the people who negotiated these types of vehicles with Robert Golob, Milan Kučan, with Slovenian ministers in charge for purchasing of such vehicles. Yeah, so it had a lot of meaning, this Skoda cars today that I saw it. It was a good reminder about what went on during MK Ultra. Now, this guy supposedly doesn't have a position that would grant him this kind of stuff, but he started to goof with this issue beginning sometimes in 2011. He expressed the interest to participate in purchasing cars through negotiations with the Slovenian government. Obviously in this case that would be for the Novo Mesto hospital, and maybe beyond that. Then he started to negotiate sometimes in 2014, 2015. He somehow gained the position or whatever. Like he said, now you can take me serious about negotiations pertaining to cars which hospital services would use for the physicians, doctors. They would purchase them. This stuff was recorded on October the 26th, 2025. An individual who met me at the lobby area of Home for Elderly People rushed to the father to basically introduce himself, because is a friend of the father, supposedly a hunter. Was not a bad person, involved in MK Ultra, but became but came out totally idiotic because of psychiatrist Peter Kapsch, who presented him, demanded from me to view in him Miran Sudin. And this guy was also stupid enough to fall for psychiatrist Peter Kapsch is brainwash. The two know each other very well. They met each other repeatedly at Home for Elderly People. At Home for Elderly People, he was given a very different impression. He was not a very humane person at Home for Elderly People, but he was different in outside environment. He was more humane. He, just like everyone else, used the opportunity to, to inject himself somewhere in this procedure, which I really don't like. Who the hell would want to be chased with ambulance vehicles with million death threats that I receive from all kinds of people, especially psychiatrists and police, with idea to bail out them. That's what the fuck this is, because their job is to portray that they were doing something beneficial for me, right? That's the job. They search for easing circumstances pertaining to extermination procedure known as MKUltra. Nobody would want to do that kind of stuff, I guarantee you. Like I said, this was recorded on October the 26th, 2025. The rest of the stuff you do have on the video. The mother did came whichever way she came later on. She did not want me to stay. My stay at Home for Elderly People was ridiculed by the receptionists from Home for Elderly People, who all laugh in my face with the security, with none more than the so-called police officers from Novomesto police station, bar people from Home for Elderly People, all kinds of people from Home for Elderly People who claim that I no longer will be allowed to even visit the father. The mother would only do this once so that I would not even be allowed to visit father anymore. Because why? Because video recording at Home for Elderly People is simply prohibited. Father suffers from the lack of sleep, continues to suffer from the lack of sleep. He had a heavy breathing problems. He appears just like myself. I am sick now. I have no idea what's going on. To have some kind of virus, whatever the case might be called, and as a bronchi patient, he's having a difficulties with it. A nasty place, Home for Elderly People, where I'm still not allowed to visit my father on my own without the presence of my mother. No video recording is allowed inside of the facility. And I'm not even allowed to enter the facility without the presence of my mother. So, beyond criminal. October the 26th, 2025.